Okay, they've been a long time coming, but they are starting to arrive. Bike share stations popping up downtown. Now, the plan is for there to be 150 of them all across the city, part of a sweeping network to get people on bikes. But in doing so, is the city declaring war on bike rental businesses? They seem to think so. Tina Lovegreen spoke to a few of those businesses. So, Tina, what is the issue here?
Well, to put it quite simply, these businesses are afraid of losing their business. They fear the bike shares will hurt them anywhere from 30 to 40%. And some of these shops have been stationed in the community for decades. And suddenly they feel like the city's bike share program is in direct competition with them. Take Stanley Park cycle owner SABA Safari. The shop has been in the community for 20 years, and he says he's kept it afloat despite increasing costs, rents, and wages.
Well, property taxes goes up every 6 months, and again, it just went up recently. So our overhead, we still have to employ staff, and we still have to pay people to be here to work. So if we are not making money, we can't hire people. If we can't hire people, then unfortunately our business is down. So that's going to be directly affecting everything. We would have to cut basically on everything. We have to cut our purchases. Our suppliers aren't going to be making money that they usually do. The public, we're not going to be able to spend the money to take care of our customers the way we need to. So it's going to affect everything. It's going to affect everyone, unfortunately.
And so, Tina, does the city see it that way, that they're in sort of direct competition with these bike rental shops?
Not at all. The city says that they're not aiming to have these bike shares for tourists, and actually they're looking at locals to take up these bike share programs, maybe take the bikes around for a 50-minute ride around a new neighborhood or use it for commuting rather. The city says it's also been in conversation with these bike shops and their business improvement associations. It says it will even promote local bike rental shops on the bike sharing website, and that there are buffer zones in place to protect the shops, and the bike share stations are at least 50 meters away from these rental shops. But for some, that buffer zone isn't quite enough. He says he's surrounded by bike share stations.
Take these bike racks and put them closer to transit spots. SkyTrains, bus stations, shopping malls even, hospitals, clinics, not next to bike rental shops, not close to Stanley Park. Because Stanley Park is a tourist destination. If they gather all these stations to Stanley Park, we're going to lose a lot of business through tourists.
Okay, which is a fair point, but I mean, these are already popping up, right? Isn't it a bit late to complain?
Perhaps. SHAHBAKHSHI is giving his business at least a year to see how successful the bike share program will be, and then he'll rejig his business plan accordingly. Meanwhile, the city's bike share program is expected to roll out any day now.
All right, thanks a lot, Tina.
You're welcome.